Okay, excellent. I'm recording, guys. I have with me this morning Mr. Craig Schelin and Justin Power from this new dominator company called Invade Digital. How you like that, guys?
I love it, Ken. I absolutely love it. How are you doing?
I'm doing so amazing. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you. Hey, guys, I want to get started because
Cool.
I believe in digital media. It's not the present, it's the future. And this is the future. You know, we don't live in the present. That's already gone. We're in the future. And because it's such a big part of our business model today. Businesses, especially under these interesting times, right, Justin? You guys are running a business from home. Am I correct? You as well, Justin. Am I right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, we currently during lockdown we're running the business from home, but we do have offices that we've got our teams at, obviously. But during lockdown, the cool thing about working online is that we can all be productive and have meetings with clients and everything online. You know, technology gives us the opportunity to do everything in our space, all out of the office. It doesn't really affect us too much, which is great.
And Justin, really, this is a digital world. So you guys, you have offsite offices, you can literally work anywhere.
Well, that's it. I mean, it's just not just about working. I mean, you look at what we're doing right now. We're not working, we're engaging in something that 15 years ago wouldn't have been possible. I mean, that's how quickly the world that we're living in is changing. I mean, I'm seeing you clearly, you're seeing me. It's not just a phone call, we're engaging with our audiences in different places. You, for instance, this is going on YouTube. We're engaging on YouTube. We're going to be engaging via podcasts. The world that we know fundamentally changed a while ago. I think COVID-19 just made us realize that we were looking at something different afterwards. It's now the point of no return has happened. If your brand didn't make a decision to go online 5 years ago, there's a strong chance your brand won't make it out of this time that we're in now. The decision to succeed during COVID-19 was made in board meetings in 2015.
Oh, that's amazing.
And that's what we've seen. There are brands that are excelling. I mean, there are companies that are excelling. Have a look at Tesla's share price through the roof. Jeff Bezos, net worth, I think it went up something like 10%, 15% during one of the biggest crises the world has ever failed. People who made decisions to digitize their businesses and focus on amazing customer experiences online are reaping the benefits today, while other businesses are asking governments for loans, saying, please help us, we can't survive. We can't carry on.
And also shutting down. And just to give you guys some insight, my son's 20 years old, and you know me, I'm a serial entrepreneur. I was showing him businesses last night that you can buy for like 1/10 of the price. So what they originally were for selling for, like, say, 6 months to 3 months ago for, say, $250,000, you can buy today for 25 grand.
Wow.
To my son, they've got some cash flow in the bank of, say, $60,000, and saying to my son, you're walking into money. And not only that, the sellable finance deal as well. There's so many deals right now in business. I'm not talking digital. I'm talking walking traffic into a bakery or a cafe or a salon or a ice cream parlor. I said, son, buy a couple of businesses, 25 grand for a ice cream parlor bakery. You can't go wrong. It's food. Throw some coffee or make coffee of a business.
Absolutely.
And Craig, it's free almost in a sense, because sellable finance, do a lease option. Say, hey, I'll take over the lease. I'll run the place. Show me how to run it, and you walk away, because the motivation is that first of all, they want out. That's why they're selling it for 1/10 of the price. You're right. Now let's fast forward, like you said, Justin. If we're in the 21st century, which we are right now, and I haven't digitized my business, what do we do? Like, what can I do right now to change everything, the trajectory of my business?
Yeah, you just hit the link in the video description below, come over to our website, and we'll sort you right out.
Straight to the point.
What can you do now? You can throw every available cent that your organization has at online marketing. I think right now in crisis mode, if you've done nothing and the building is on fire, that's how you start to put the fire out. What we're going to see out of this, I think, is the grit that entrepreneurs have and business owners have. You're going to see that never say die attitude. Companies are going to close, but the question is, should those people ever have opened companies? Very unpopular opinion when I say something like that. It's easy to start a company when things are going really well and everyone's making money. Fantastic. But it's times like these that are going to demonstrate to us who the real entrepreneurs are. Who are the people that are going to say, you know what, I'm not taking a salary next month. I'm going to give the full $5,000 to my marketing teams to see if we can generate that one customer. Because if we can generate that one customer now, give them an exceptional customer experience now, they're going to be our customer for life. And that's what we try to help organizations do.
That's very true. Customers for life. And that's also relationship based, because once you really show them or help them understand digital media marketing and the benefits, the massive benefits of it, it's huge. Because I do YouTube presentations right now for real estate agents here in America, and when I show them the vastness or the opportunity that they're missing out on, it's crazy. Craig, I want to ask you a question so that so we can really understand Invade digital media. Okay, would you do me a favor and describe to us your agency's process in helping clients meet marketing goals under this pandemic? Like right now.
Well, absolutely. You know, what we do is we'll take on a client like in this case, what you find actually, just to take a step back there, Kev, is that, you know, some of the more successful businesses will throw more money at marketing during a time like this. And then you'll find some companies that haven't done too well and are battling a little with cash flow will drop marketing budget. And you know, it's difficult for us to understand coming from marketing backgrounds, because we know that this is the time to actually start marketing your stuff online. You know, everybody is online, everybody's doing everything online, and as I said earlier, technology allows us to do that. Now, you know, what I mean, reducing budgets and not increasing budget during this time is literally like taking a battery out your watch, you know, hoping for time to stop. Just doesn't work like that. People that execute or continue to execute their marketing strategies in a time like this will be poised for much better success and increased revenue coming out of COVID-19. You know, the world is never going to be the same as we know it. And that could be a positive thing. Absolutely, it could be a positive thing.
If you make it that way, Craig, there's going to be normal after this normal. There's going to be a whole nother different normal.
Yes.
Craig, so are you saying throw more money at marketing, or is it the right kind of marketing?
Look, I'm saying throw your money in the correct line of marketing.
Okay.
It's pointless having you know, print ads in the middle of Texas on an abandoned road when all your users and all your potential clients are online. Does that make sense?
It does. It does, exactly. Because Justin, sorry, Craig, I know that we also, a lot of our restaurants are now, you can pick up and delivery. You can't go inside and put a bum in a seat. However, my restaurant is still open. I'm open for business. So how do I get that foot traffic to come order from me? And like you're saying, that target marketing, right?
Yes. So what we'll do is we'll go and we'll sit down with the clients, or we'll have a face-to-face meeting just like we are now. And we try and understand what our clients' goals and objectives are. And then we take that on, we do market research, and we'll say to our clients, look, this is what we are able to do. We try and be as straightforward as possible. And then we'll take it. We constantly track our own data and change tactics whilst marketing. Apart from obviously our clients' goals, we set up monthly goals internally for our clients. But I mean, we do extensive market research, and we take it from there.
So that leads into my next question, and this might be for both of you, or Justin, if you can answer this. You know, I'm in real estate, or that's just one avenue of business. The other methods are car dealerships, restaurants, hotels, government. any other kind of service, an ice rink, whatever it may be. How do you become an expert in that business, or understand it as an industry to then take it online or give it that window to the world?
Well, you know that. Sorry, do you
Craig?
want to answer this?
Neither here nor there with it.
So basically, what we do is we'll set up a kickoff meeting with a potential client, and then we'll ask relevant questions. You know, because no one knows their clients like obviously the company that's selling a product or service. You know, they'll know their clients better than we know their clients. So what we'll do is we'll sit down and have what we call a kickoff meeting with our potential clients. Ask them a number of questions, who their clients are, you know, and try and get as much input from them as possible. We'll then go back and put together a persona, per se, and see, you know, and we'll do a little further research into the persona and see, you know, what does that specific persona search online?
Okay.
What do they do before they start making decisions? Sorry, what was that, Kev?
And I said, okay, no, I understand that. So Justin, I'm in real estate, you're in the digital world, you're in this virtual, you're in the cloud. How can you, Justin, understand my home selling process, buying, selling, investing in real estate because I'm expecting you to paint this beautiful picture of you online now. How do you, what tools do you use, or what strategies do you tailor around my brand?
The process is really complete immersion. I think, you know, what Craig was referring to. It's about how do we immerse ourselves in your organization. I think that's phase one, is to make sure that we completely understand what your organization is trying to accomplish. It goes further than just understanding who your customers are and what your customers do. It's about you as an organization. What are your goals? You know, we may come up with the world's best strategy around, you know, making sure that you can grow your average basket size in, you know, your target group of males between 18 and 50, whatever it is. But maybe the real value for your organization is retention. How many people come back? How often do they come back? How much money? What is the total life cycle value of that customer to us? So it's really about understanding, firstly, your organization, your priorities, your goals. Once we understand that, we can have a look at your customer base. And more often than not, you find, you know, sneaky little things in that customer base. You know, you find out that your top 10 customers are completely out of the demographic of the other 90% of the customers that you have. So it's really just about immersion, understanding your organization. Fortunately and unfortunately, we're never going to be experts in real estate. It's your job. Our job is to make sure that when somebody's looking for an expert in real estate, they find you.
Okay, very nice.
That's all that we have to do. But we're also, you know, we're in a lucky position where we get to engage with amazing entrepreneurs and businesses, you know, from around the world, and we get to have these conversations with them to understand what they're looking to achieve. Because it varies. It really, really does vary. We may be helping an e-commerce organization today who's looking to drive, you know, an increase in basket size so that they can IPO in the next year. And the thing that matters to them the most is how much instant revenue they can generate in the next 12 months. They're not really looking at month 13, 14, 15, and 16 because they're looking to do the IPO. So that's their main goal. How big can we make this company before we IPO? Whereas we may be speaking to another organization, for instance, a real estate agency such as yours, where it's about, well, how do we make sure that when this guy buys this first house, when he wants to sell it, he comes to us firstly, and then when he wants to buy another house, he comes straight back to us again. They're different. And that information can only come from you, or can only come from us immersing ourselves in that business.
Yes.
So there's like sustainable models, and there's also exit models where they're creating a business model right now for quick exit because they're going IPO. Or there's sustainability like mine, where I'm looking for that repeat customer because it's long term. Every 7 years they're buying and selling. I want to be in their mind at that time. So
yeah, and other companies are a bit more complex. They want to grow the average basket size over the next 12 months and retain customers. Now you're looking at, the multi-pronged approach. These things are constantly evolving. They're constantly changing. You almost have to live and breathe it with your customer every single day, which is why I think it's the one thing that's made Invade very successful is the ability to just live what our customers are living and to be able to understand our customers as the most important benchmark to getting more customers for them.
Right, Justin. I love the name. I think Invade is just epic because it really makes so much sense on so many levels. And also, it's diehard. We're in a very entertaining time of our lives where you've got to be different. You've got to be edgy. You've got to have that kind of that right hook because a lot of and I'll say this because it's a fact. A lot of the agents that I deal with. I remember back in 2012 when I would listen to this, Craig and Justin. Back in 2012 when I got my real estate license, I had no sphere of influence. My mother lived in LA. I was in Orange County. So I started going online because I'd been on Facebook since 2007. So I went online to LinkedIn, Facebook. What else was back at that time? Twitter, but it was okay. And I just called myself the celebrity realtor. And for 6 months, I had no business because I was doing open houses, but I was very new and I was very green. After 6 months, I got my first deal because some hedge fund, he ran a hedge fund of $200 million, went into LinkedIn looking for a home for his clients in a particular area, and I sold in that area. And my title struck him, celebrity realtor. I stood out from the rest of the crowd. At that time, the brokers that I worked with, the agents that I worked with, didn't care about social media. They would laugh at me. Oh, that young man's on social media all day long. My first deal, Justin and Craig, the home was selling for $3.1 million. We put an all cash offer for 2.7. We closed in 17 days. That's from social. That's from having an online presence. A man that ran a hedge fund. I did more deals with him after that because he was my only client and I gave him all my attention and he felt spoiled. He wasn't used to me being all over him. He didn't realize this. He's the only business I had and I needed to close. Again, because of that online presence. Now, you guys, I don't want to talk about your science because that's rocket science. That's like making a test a car. Excuse me. But social media, are you guys big advocates of social media or is there other ways that you use to target audiences for a brand or a business?
Yeah, look, social media is extremely strong in two aspects, in a short-term goal and a long-term goal. With social media, depending on what industry you're in, you can derive quite a bit of sales from social media. But the main thing about social media in terms of long-term is the ability to build your brand. Because social media is very visual, if you do the correct marketing and remarketing on social media platforms, it builds a brand. And the short-term goal obviously is to increase sales, but the long-term goal is obviously to build a brand, and social media does just that. Another thing with social media is that you're able to engage with potential clients, current clients. A lot of companies come into social media and they're worried about, what happens if people complain on my page and how do we handle that situation? And Albert Einstein once said, in difficult times lies great opportunity. And that's what I see social media as, where someone comes with a complaint, that's an opportunity to, fix that issue. If there was no social media and people were talking bad about your business, you wouldn't know. Now that you do know, you'll be able to answer that, find a possibility, find an opportunity there, and be able to, correct what's wrong in front of an audience, which I think is fantastic. And social media does all three very, very well.
That's amazing.
I just want to touch on one thing there that Craig said. Social media offers brands and companies the opportunity to display their humility. which is something that's very difficult to convey on the internet, is humility in an organization. It's the ability to say, we made a mistake, we're sorry. How can we fix this in front of everyone? You know, you're standing up there as a brand and you're saying, you know what? We messed up. We messed your order up. We know it didn't arrive in time for your wedding. We're sorry. We're giving you a full refund. How else can we help you? We want to try and make this better. And I think humility is the most difficult thing for a brand to demonstrate online. But social media gives you the opportunity to be personal and to display humility. And I think those are digital trends. Those are business trends, in my opinion, that are going to define organizations in the next 10 years. It's their humility.
That's very true. Even celebrities, you know, if they aren't real, people get over them very, very fast. They love them and they admire them, but if they're not real, then, you know, if they're fake, people can see they are smart. We have all the knowledge in the world at our fingertips, so we don't need to speak anymore. I want to end it quick, guys. I've got a quick question. I don't want to go into your trade secrets, Craig and Justin. Is there one thing that Invade Digital Media offers that you believe nobody else offers in the world?
other than Craig and I.
There you go. There you go.
You know what? I'll start and then I'll let Craig finish. The secret? Okay, Craig. Do you want to start, Craig?
No, I was just going to say we definitely don't specialize in razor blades because otherwise you wouldn't have that. You're locked out here, Justin.
Look, I think the reality of it is that it's a deep engagement and involvement from us, and it's also really about, as I just said, humility, understanding, and immersing ourselves in our customers. And I think that there are millions of digital marketing agencies around the world. There must be millions, but there are very few that are going to go the extra mile, that are going to make sure we're up all night to complete the project.
Right.
And that's what you're going to get from Invade.
Because I'm looking at your website and it seems millennial yet advanced millennial. Because if I scroll down to some of your clients, I mean, this is no joke, gentlemen. These are big brands, you know, and on all levels. Even Subaru is huge. To get a client base like this, there's some uniqueness to your value proposition.
Absolutely. You know, Kev, I think the one thing that defines us is the passion that we have. Quite a while ago, I asked a very, very successful person in South Africa in the business aspect, you know, what makes your business so successful?
Right.
And he said to me without hesitation, he said, the people that you hire, you need to hire someone that knows more than you. And we took that to heart. You know, when we opened Invade, we went out and hired the best possible people in our organization. And the people that work for us are all passionate, very, very, very passionate. And I think that makes all the difference. We love what we do. We love what we do. You know, people say you work hard, you play hard. We actually just play hard because what we do, I love what we do so much that it's more in the play space, if that makes sense.
Right. Craig and Justin, what made you guys get into digital marketing? Because it's an uncharted territory, but yet it's such a necessity. Like everyone needs that platform to launch their brand or to sell their business.
I fell into it by chance. I was living out of my car, applying for jobs all over the place. Got a call back from an agency. I don't know if we're going to mention the name. An agency that I got a job at first. Started working there. We were selling digital marketing at the time. About 9-10 months later, Craig joined the same agency. He knew the sales director there actually. And him and I obviously got along like a house on fire. We really did sell digital marketing services. We really, I mean, we cut our teeth, strategy, sales, understanding online, website development, SEO, social media. Just we were really in the trenches. It was great. Him and I often laugh that it must have been like selling penny stocks back when people first discovered them. And we really ground our teeth, and then we kind of went off in our separate ways. And then Craig went off first and started, a digital marketing organization. And, we've done very well. I joined after. But that's how I did. I was thrown into it. I definitely didn't wake up one morning thinking, oh my word, I want to one day own a digital marketing agency. It was kind of a necessity to survive. And in all fairness, just as Craig said, I haven't worked a day in 11 years. That's the crux of it from my end.
And Craig,
you love what you do. Kev, it's not really work, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. Craig, I know your family well. I was around them for a long time. I did business with your family. I knew you and your brother very well. I knew your sphere of influence, your friends and so forth. So I kind of expect that from you, almost in a sense of you to be this entrepreneur and to do something so wild, because you're almost like you're running a digital empire that there's so many, almost like I can call it plugins. There's so many avenues that you have to explore and keep at the forefront of, right? Just because it's not something that you can just all of a sudden one day wake up, oh, I'm going to do digital marketing.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Yeah, absolutely. There's so many avenues and aspects to pay attention to focus. To me, it's easy. I can sell a house. Oh, that house, I can sell it. Digital marketing, every day is a challenge. Every day there's new technology. And where is SEO today compared to 5 years ago?
Well, Kev, there is a huge difference, and there'll be constantly growth and constant differences going forward. 5 years ago, 5, 6, 7 years ago, search engine optimization was about how many backlinks you could link into your website in order for it to rank organically in the search engines. So what happened was there were, factually, there were thousands of companies in Bangladesh that were selling off links, and in companies that you wouldn't have never heard of and don't compete in the space and would open maybe for a week or two, all of a sudden ranking on the top of Google. So Google constantly changes the algorithm all the time. In fact, Google change their algorithm between 200 and 400 times on a monthly basis. So you need to constantly keep up and be at the forefront, of those changes. Also, what you must understand is, people think that they can start a digital agency or, run online marketing in-house. It's very difficult because without the experience, you won't be able to do that, because you can't just read online and sort of understand where the algorithm's at in terms of SEO. You need to have had experience from the beginning into, what do you want to say there, Justin?
I'm far more aggressive about that point than Craig is with internal marketing teams. When I broke my arm and I needed surgery, it wasn't the surgeon's PA who was doing it for me. She did what she was good at. She booked appointments and managed the diary. The surgeon was the guy who cut me open and did the job. Same as, a real estate agency. We'll just use you. I mean, you're here. I might as well pick on you a bit, Kevin. He's like, why are you running digital media, man? You sell houses. What do you know about what we do? Hypothetically would be my position on that specific topic. It's like, leave it to us. And SEO is such an interesting, it's a hot topic, because if you're doing the right things and you've got the right agency and you're building relationships that last and you're offering your customers a great service, you don't have to worry about SEO. Google will know that you're doing the right work and you will rank organically. That's what will happen. In fairness, there are tricks of the trade, things you can do, things we can do that'll help make the process, maybe help make the process a little bit faster, in terms of your organic rankings. But the real key that we tell our customers, and maybe this is something that makes us different. It makes us different. Treat your customers well, help us treat your customers well, and you're going to rank.
I love that. I love that. Guys, I want to end it here with this one last question for you, gentlemen. And thank you for your time, by the way, Craig and Justin. I
Thank
appreciate
you, Kev. Thank you, Kev.
I'm a
Thanks.
I'm a big advocate on I spent almost 2 decades in the film industry. I love movies. I love Hollywood. If I'm in Hollywood and I'm an actor, or if I'm a filmmaker, or if I'm some kind of celebrity status or some kind of influencer or entrepreneur, and I want to reach out to you guys to help me build a presence and some kind of expansion model or growth process here in America, how easy is that for you guys?
Look, I mean, it's easy is a funny word. It all depends on what the industry is, what your goals and objectives are, like I said earlier. But I mean, is it easy to find us? It's very easy to find us. I mean, if like Justin said earlier, if you click on the link below,
yeah,
you come to our website. One of our team members will be in touch with you within 30 minutes. And because we're online, the time difference between South Africa and the States doesn't really make a difference, because we have time slots where people work. We do business all around the world, and we've got a timetable of some of our team members work from 5 o'clock in the afternoon until 10 o'clock in the evening.
Yeah, we have the follow the sun schedule, so it's easy to get a hold of us. If we were to double click on the question in its entirety, are we able to service customers and individuals in the United States? Of course we are. Are we able to do so successfully? Yes. If you're looking to grow your business, you want to generate more leads, you want to have a more immersive experience with your agency, you want an agency that's going to understand your business, it's going to help you take care of your customers as if they were our own, well then we're the agency that you need to be speaking to. And I think that it goes for anyone listening anywhere in the world, Australia, South America, North America. It's exactly the same for us. It makes no difference where you are. The internet has changed again for all of us completely forever. We can engage with you and your brand and your customers anywhere in the world.
Right, absolutely. I do believe it's a global economy now. It's not local anymore, which is fantastic. And that's why I was excited to be talking with you, gentlemen, because I love the attitude of your brand. I love what it stands for. And because I know you personally, Craig, and I'm getting to know you, Justin, in order to do business, it's nice to have that history, that track record. Oh yes, absolutely. Go to Craig. He has his details. His partner's Justin. They get it. They're tech savvy. They're at the forefront. They haven't been doing this for the past few months. This has been a decade worth of development and growth and understanding and of course always polishing. I believe that every day we're learning, right? The technology gadgets are constantly changing. You buy this new gadget today, tomorrow the new one's out. It doesn't matter. However, you guys are evolving, but you're always staying the same human beings in your core, which is genuine and good and just a lot of bloody fun, I think, at the end of the day.
Oh, we have such
much fun.
We absolutely love what you do, Kev, like I said. We absolutely love what I do. And Kev, as you know, we coming in to the States, fast and hard. We've got offices opening up in the States. So there's big things happening. And I mean, we're really, really excited about our new place in the States. And
You almost had to though, hey Craig. You have to come here. Exactly, because you can have a hub here, you can have a hub in Europe, you can have a hub in South. It's okay, as long as the job gets done excellently. At the end of the day, it's about deliverance. You can your performance, your results is what counts. That's your report card.
Yeah, look, you know what? Just to touch on one last thing. I spoke to a client yesterday, and he was really, really happy with the results that he got. And I said to him, Wayne, are you 100% happy with the progress that you've done? And he said, yes, I'm 100% happy. And I felt almost, because I'm such a competitive human being, and I love what I do so much, I almost felt like I failed the fact that he only said 100%. And I said, yes, but Wayne, are you 110% happy with the service that you got, with the results that you got? Because only at that time, when you're 110% happy with the products and services that we offer, can I sit back and say, great, you've done a fantastic job.
Excellent. Yeah, you elevate yourself. You're not just another coming. You gotta be elevated. Absolutely. Justin, do you have anything last what you want to say so we can wrap this up? And I want to launch this and share it with everybody. I will have all of Invade Digital Media's description, their contact details, their social media links in the description box below. Do me a favor, if you like this video, please hit the subscribe button, smash that bell, and click like, because it helps analytics, helps me boost in my I'm going to be working with Invade Digital Media only because, first of all, because of my relationship with Craig and now with his partner Justin, and second, because they can bring me a far superior service for the best amount of money that I can do right now in the fastest amount of time. Right, guys, this is why I like working with you is because I know you. So
Absolutely.
there's a different merge of the minds. This isn't I'm talking to some company that my reputation's on the line. Your reputation, just reputation is on the line. Because that's all you really have at the end of the day. If you lose that,
about to say
money, right? Justin's been homeless. Justin's been homeless, but now he's got a home. You know, you can earn money.
He has a beautiful home. He has a beautiful home.
Your reputation, though, once you lose that, it's very hard to get that back.
Yeah, I don't think you get it back. I'm one of those people. I think Craig will vouch for that as well. I think once your reputation's gone, it is almost no recovery from it. You just got to be transparent. You got to be honest, and you got to do your best all the time.
I love it.
That's what we do.
Gentlemen, thank you so much for your time, guys. I look forward to keeping in touch. I look forward to, hey, maybe if you have a really big project that we can broadcast and show the world that you're working on, and that your clients, let me know so we can do a broadcast on that, guys.
That'll be fantastic.
Perfect. We'll do.
Brilliant.
Thanks.
Thank you so much, Kev. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe to Kevin's channel.
Cheers, Craig. Cheers, Justin.
Cheers, man.